Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. I would be happy if you subscribe to my channel before the video. Let's go to the video.
Sir Isaac Newton, one of the most influential scientists in history, was born on January 4, 1643, in Woolsthorpe, Lincolnshire, England. He was born just a few months after the death of his father, also named Isaac Newton, and his mother, Hannah Ascoa, remarried when he was 3 years old. Newton was a premature baby, born at a time when the survival rates for such infants were very low. However, he defied the odds and grew into a brilliant mind, whose discoveries would change the world forever. Newton's early education began at the King's School in Grantham, where he lived with his grandmother. He showed an early interest in mechanics, often making small mechanical devices. His curiosity and analytical thinking were evident even at this young age. Despite being a quiet and introspective child, he excelled in mathematics and the sciences. At the age of 12, Newton returned to live with his mother, who had become a widow. She wanted him to manage the family farm, but Newton's passion for learning and discovery led him to leave farming behind. He attended Trinity College, Cambridge, in 1661, where he would spend the majority of his academic life. At Cambridge, he studied the works of great philosophers and scientists such as René Descartes, Galileo Galilei, and Johannes Kepler, which would deeply influence his future work. While at Cambridge, Newton began formulating his early ideas on mathematics and physics. In 1665, during an outbreak of the bubonic plague, Cambridge temporarily closed, and Newton returned to Woolsthorpe. This time away from university turned out to be incredibly productive for him. Over the next 2 years, he made breakthroughs that would lay the foundation for many scientific principles. In his time away from Cambridge, Newton explored the fundamental concepts of light and color. He conducted experiments using prisms and observed that white light could be split into a spectrum of colors, which led to his development of a theory of light and color. This discovery was important because it showed that light is not a simple, uniform substance, as was previously believed, but rather a mixture of different colors. Newton's work on optics led to the design of the reflecting telescope, which was more effective than the refracting telescopes of the time. This invention allowed astronomers to observe celestial bodies with greater clarity and precision. Newton also delved deeply into the field of mathematics. His investigations into the nature of motion led him to develop a form of mathematics that would later be known as calculus. Although other mathematicians, like Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz, also contributed to the development of calculus, Newton's work laid the groundwork for this important mathematical tool, which has become essential in fields such as physics, engineering, and economics. Newton's most famous contributions to science, however, came in the form of his laws of motion and his theory of universal gravitation. These ideas were groundbreaking because they provided a unified explanation of the motion of objects both on Earth and in the heavens. The theory of gravitation, which stated that every object in the universe attracts every other object with a force proportional to their masses, revolutionized the understanding of planetary motion and the behavior of objects in space. It also supported the heliocentric model of the solar system, which placed the Sun at the center, a theory proposed by Nicolaus Copernicus. In 1687, Newton published his monumental work Philosophiae Naturalis Principia Mathematica, Mathematical Principles of Natural Philosophy, commonly known as the Principia. This work is considered one of the most important scientific books ever written. It outlined Newton's laws of motion and the law of gravitation and provided mathematical explanations for the motions of celestial bodies. The Principia became the foundation for classical mechanics and was used by scientists for centuries to come. It showed that the same physical laws applied not only to objects on Earth but also to celestial bodies, thus linking the heavens with the physical world in a way that had never been done before. In addition to his work in mathematics and physics, Newton was also deeply interested in alchemy and theology. He spent a great deal of time studying the Bible, attempting to decode hidden messages and meanings, and his interest in alchemy led him to explore the nature of substances and transformations. While these areas of study were not as influential in the development of modern science, they showed that Newton had a broad range of intellectual interests, and was not solely focused on the scientific world. Newton's contributions to science were not without controversy. He had many rivalries with other scientists of his time, including Robert Hooke and Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz. The dispute with Leibniz over the development of calculus was particularly bitter, with both men claiming to have invented the mathematical tool independently. Newton's pride and sometimes abrasive personality contributed to the tensions with his colleagues, but his scientific legacy remained secure. In his later years, Newton was appointed to a series of prestigious positions, including Warden of the Royal Mint in 1696, where he oversaw the production of British coins. He was later appointed Master of the Royal Mint, and played a key role in reforming the currency system. He was knighted by Queen Anne in 1705 in recognition of his scientific achievements and his work at the Royal Mint. Newton continued to work and write until his death on March 31, 1727, at the age of 84. He was buried in Westminster Abbey, and a memorial to him stands there today, a testament to his enduring influence on science. Isaac Newton's legacy is vast, and his work laid the foundations for much of modern science. His laws of motion and law of gravitation remain essential to understanding the physical world, and his contributions to mathematics, optics, and astronomy have shaped the course of human knowledge for centuries. Newton's genius and his ability to think beyond the confines of his time have left an indelible mark on history, and his discoveries continue to inspire new generations of scientists and thinkers.
Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe to the channel to support us. Bye, until the next video.